All right. So Alan Kirby here with Pittsburgh Art Walk. We're starting an interview with Mrs. Rolanda Root, art instructor at PHS, and has a couple of different mediums to talk about here. Rolanda, tell us a little bit about what you do.
Okay, so I have been working recently with geode art and encaustic, and you want me to go in a little bit further on each of those?
Yeah, encaustic is fascinating. So let's talk about that one.
Okay, so I'll just kind of show you. So this here is an example of one I've done recently, and how you create those pieces are you get the encaustic medium, and then I have these little, you can get wax snaps or any of these pieces, and then you get the um, wax pellets. I can't think of the right name right now, but you get those and you melt them, and then you can kind of paint them, and you can incorporate all kinds of different mediums. These I did oil paint sticks on and kind of fused them in, and then I've kind of added in some lace and put a layer of encaustic over it, and you can even incise into the encaustic and add some paint and colors, and I've kind of been adding some metallics into my work recently.
Very cool. How do you melt the wax? That's with a propane torch, right?
Well, you can have those little torches, but I just like the little.
Okay. Personally, I'm a big fan of propane fire. I think you know that.
Yeah. So you probably like the little torches. So
Yeah.
some artists do work with those. I haven't yet.
And it's on canvas. Is that why? Can you do it on other backings?
Well, no, you can do it on canvas, but it's kind of recommended to have it, make sure it's a hard surface, because, you don't want it to warp or do any of those. So mine are actually on boards, as you can see.
Ah, okay.
Cool. So that's what I use. And then do you want me to go into some of my geode art I've been working on?
Yeah, let's talk about the geodes.
Okay, so I saw geode art online and it's really been interesting to me. So I decided during my break, which I had the extended one for 5 months now with COVID. So I've mainly been doing encaustic and geode art the last 5 months. So I saw it and I was really fascinated, and I decided you can buy crystals online, but I decided I wanted to get my own. So I went down to Arkansas and dug in the dirt and kind of found a lot of different crystals. So you can find all different sizes and even little clusters. And then if you look close, like these are some little small ones I found, you can see the Arkansas red dirt in them. But I used a kind of little acid bath to clean up the ones that are in my work so they're more clear. So in most of my work, I'm going to grab one here. You can, like a lot of these little pieces here, are little chips I got out of the dirt in Arkansas, and some of the even little crystals I got. Some I bought, but most of them in my work from the summer are ones I personally got out of the dirt in Arkansas. And I even decided to take like my first works were kind of like this, but I took it a step further and got these little geode little chips and have incorporated them in. And this one is actually a pour painting with resin on top, and then I've added in some inks and others to kind of give it this texture and color down here, like the gold ink, I think it's called. I might be wrong.
That's awesome.
But you can do, I have been experimenting with the resin and adding in the mica powder, and they kind of make a little bit different effect, but very similar to the pouring mediums. But I've just been experimenting with that this summer, having fun, making all different sizes. And if you go to my Facebook or Instagram page, you can see some of my work I've done. Some questions I get is like on the lines, I've just been using like a gold leafing pen for some of the line detail in the pieces. And I've been experimenting, and if you look online, you'll see I've done like some 2 foot by 2 foot geode pieces, and in caustic I've done 2 foot by 2 foot, and even one that's 2 by 4 foot. That was the largest encaustic piece I've made.
I think I've seen that one on your Instagram. Yes.
Yes.
Fantastic. So, are there any special, other than the heat gun, is there any other special equipment that you need, or where do you do, like studio space? Do you do it at home, or?
Yeah, I just do it in a small studio in my home.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And as far as special equipment, no, but there are a lot of materials in terms of the resin, if you wanted the mica powder, the
Mm-hmm.
inks. Well, okay, let me show you a piece that is done. Actually, alcohol ink here. So you can see where that's a little bit different effect than the pour painting or the resin with the powder. So they give kind of different effects. So depending on how you want to make it, like I said, there's all kinds of materials. I have all kinds. I just kind of experiment and play and been having a lot of fun with that this summer.
That's great. Very cool. Do you have your work for sale anywhere?
The plan is Rebecca Lomchak and Nicole Meyer and myself, we're going to have an art show at Memorial Auditorium in October. It was scheduled earlier, but got moved back with COVID. So COVID willing, it will be for sale at Memorial in October.
Okay, very good.
If not, I might see about joining art forms.
The local art forms gallery. Yep. Cool. What about, have you thought about an Etsy shop or anything like that? Or that's a lot of work.
I do have an Etsy shop, and I did sell some work on there, but then just with teaching and everything, it just for me was too overwhelming.
It's a lot of work. Yeah, I know.
And then I missed an email one time. I never got a notification. They're like, when am I getting my piece? I'm like, so.
Yep.
So I haven't really pursued that much more after I had.
It's tough when you're an artist and you're trying to do it on your own. It's very tough because you want to spend your time creating art and not doing the marketing and the website and the
Right.
the payments, everything else. Yep. So what is your Instagram handle and your Facebook art page? Do you have an art page on Facebook?
Yes, it's Rolanda Root Art on Facebook and just Rolanda Root on Instagram.
Perfect.
It's mainly, there's a few personal items, but it's mainly just me showing what I'm working on in terms of art.
Okay. Well, fantastic. Best of luck to you this year in school.
Thank you.
And I really look forward to seeing you in the virtual art walk as well.